these are all ways that we get energy into the body: food, water, air, etc., culture. Just like our culture, we have to be aware. You know, there's lots of things that happen around us in our culture that really affect us very deeply, very strongly, one way or the other, right? You know, and to just be constantly aware of what's going on around us and how it's affecting us without becoming obsessive, right? Just relaxed and aware, right? Just relaxed and aware. Huh?
It's very easy to become obsessive.
It's very easy to become obsessive because we always want to be right, right? You know, there's nothing that makes you feel better than being right. Right? Yeah,
We always feel we own the right answer.
yeah, yeah.
And then you read the next book and everything collapses again. And you get confused.
Yeah, I recommend you don't read a whole lot of books. Right? Fiction, good, right? Fiction, poetry, right? Nice, right? History, very good, right? Right.
So
Books on nutrition, yeah, but you know, when we search by reading in books, it's different from searching by doing, right? The best way to find out, like, because we're talking about food, the best way to find out what works in terms of food is to experiment with your diet, right? You know, experiment, right? Find out what works and find out what makes sense, right? You know, there's some things that we do that just don't make any sense, right? And we're going to talk about that in just a minute, right? The sensibility part. Right? So, in order to accomplish this kind of connection, we have to go through a number of different processes. And here's something that's important in terms of food, right? We talked about ecology briefly. Food is not just about nutrition. It's not just, you know, a plate of food is not just a nutrition pack, right? You know, it has certain amounts of vitamins and proteins and minerals and carbohydrates in it, right? That's not what it is. It's energy. It represents something. And it represents more than the nutritional content. It represents the economy behind it, for instance, right? I mean, so when we're looking at health, the future of food is really going to have to do with including but looking beyond the implications for human health. So we have human health is definitely there. We want to be healthy and we want to be eating good food, but we also have to think about the environmental impact of the food that we're eating. Right? Some of the foods that we eat are just insane environmentally. Absolutely insane. They make no sense whatsoever. The fourth largest food product in the world is bananas. Bananas. Right? Bananas is a take it or leave it fruit, right? No. The bananas that we like, because it's America and Western Europe that eat all them bananas, right? Right? No, the bananas that we like are the big, long, yellow bananas with nary a spot on them, right? Which means they have to be grown in a particular way with lots and lots of chemical fertilizers and lots of pesticides on them, which wash down into Central American jungle rivers and pollute the whole environment in the area. They have to be transported long ways. They have to be picked before they're ripe and then packed in nitrogen so that they come out on the shelf looking like that yellow banana, because nobody will buy it when it's got the black spot on it, right? No. This is a major food product for the world, right? It's a ripoff, right? It's an environmental disaster, and yet it's the fourth largest food crop, right? No? So we have to take a look at that. We have to look at economic impact. Many of the foods that we use commonly, or that are commonly used, create enormous economic damage where they come from.